Hello summoners, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we will be playing around with the 565 unboosted Immortal Abomination, and I'm uploading 5 videos on him today, so you should get a proper idea of his potential in the end game scenarios. Like one video like this is Act 6, we have a video on Variant, Labyrinth, Realm of Legends, and one video like on his regeneration reversal potential. So he does do a lot of stuff. He has a lot of he's poison immune. He's the XL character. He applies a lot of debuffs with poisons and weaknesses, so he's capable, also petrify, so he's capable of reversing regeneration, especially with despair mastery. He has solid damage. It takes a lot of ramp up if you want to see the max potential of this guy's damage, but even for medium level fights like Act 6 variant, it's not too bad. Like after the first SP2, you pretty much said he is extremely suicide friendly. Like even with him using SP2 and SP1 in his rotation. And let's actually take a look what he does against poison immune matchups, because that is one of his biggest weaknesses. But of course you can't poison a poison immune, but you can still acid burn them. So you against immune characters, I'd say just go for SP3. It's definitely like his base damage is not impressive at all, but this guy brings a lot to the table. And with the acid burn, he's also unblockable during that time. I've already explained how he works in the Labyrinth Starlord video. That's a really long video, that, and it's mostly about his rotation. But in most non-immune matchups, you want to go for SP2 and then maybe SP1. So you have these poisons on yourself, which may look like a bad thing, but it's actually really good because he can't take any damage from those poisons, and suicide poison is also included in that. And while they are active, they'll always be active. They're like permanent poisons, and you gain more and more till you launch your SP2, and then you start losing them, which is fine. Like the less amount of poison you have, the more you're going to heal from willpower. But if you run out of poisons, then your aura will start dropping, which is not a huge deal in Act 6 or variant level content, because you're not going to be able to stack the maximum 4 auras anyways. In most fight after 1 SP2, like as soon as you get the first acid burn, most fights will be over with the 565 unboosted abomination. So that is still a really good damage. And let's just see. First let's bait out this special, and I want you to take a look at his health bar, because we will constantly be using special 2s and even some special 1s. So like we used SP2, it took recoil damage, but take a look at the regeneration. It doesn't look much. It's not going to be like something like Wolverine's regeneration or something, but it is very effective because it has 100% uptime. And take a look at that. We finished the fight. We barely took any damage from recoil and suicide masteries. He's also not bleed immune, and I'm not running coagulate, but still it doesn't matter. We are almost at full health for the next fight. So he's a great champion for questing in general, for clearing paths. And now we have Ant-Man. So I was a little bit worried about this guy, but after because when we were not hitting that hard, he was also glancing some stuff. But after the SP2, you're going to see the power of acid burn is just insane. And this path also has long distance relationship, which is making us even more sustainable. But on the other side, it also is reducing some of our damage. So in a second here we will be throwing the SP2. So like the normal poison does not do much damage, although it still can be very useful in situations like there are a few parts in variant which have they have poison invulnerability. Like even a yellow jacket boss in variant 2 has poison invulnerability, and he is the Excel character. I have all the gameplay from that path and that boss in the variant video if you haven't checked that out. So as you can see, like after the aura, before we don't even have to bother with SP1 to gain more poisons. Just staying close, getting the acid burn once again, and didn't even have to use the SP3 to be honest. If he would have just dashed back, he would have died really quickly. And like a lot of people will call him Science Omega Red because he does give that kind of feeling. It's not going to be like Moleman Corvus thing, because he is kind of basically Omega Red for longer fights, but he's decent in medium level short fights as well. Yeah, he's not great for arena because by the time you go for your SP2 and get the acid burn, most characters would be done with the fight anyways. But most situation where it matters, he is going to pull through for you. So he is pretty versatile character, might be a decent defender, I'm not sure at this point. Like he could be good for Alliance 4. Omega Red is one of the best Alliance 4 attackers, so he does have potential. He does have a lot of poison damage. We don't have too many good defenders that are poison immune. He should be a great counter to Dr. Doom, because he also, like as you can see, has petrify up a lot of time, and when you have petrify, like Dr. Doom won't get his aura, so his special attacks won't be unblockable. He will not be able to resist your heavy attack or your special attack because he won't have the aura active. So he's a good counter there. Some weaknesses is because he has so many poisons on him. If you go against Void, and I do believe it would be a bad interaction, because I'm not sure, I actually haven't tested it out, but I think he wouldn't be good against Void because he has a lot of debuffs on himself. Same can be said with Electra, I guess, because you have poison on yourself. She will get the defensive ability reduction, which could be bad, but I really like him. And I've said it before in other videos. I'm sure, like if you watched all 5 videos I uploaded on him, then I'm sure you already know most of this stuff, and I am repeating myself a little bit here. But there we were unblockable because of the acid burn. It takes a while. Like in the starting, I was not taking advantage of the unblockable from the acid burn because there's like no icon for that. But you just have to remember, whenever they are in acid burn, you are unblockable, which is always nice. And it also interacts well. Like there is a fist type icon beside the poison. Let me show you in the next fight. Wait a second. So we do have class advantage against the Scarlet Witch, and that will be, I believe, the last fight of this gameplay video. And so as soon as the fight starts, I can show you the so the first icon besides the on the left side of the poison, whenever, like every time you hit the opponent, like your basic attacks, medium, light attacks, not special attacks, whenever that runs out, you gain 1 poison. So that is very useful in longer fights when you want to get poison, so that, because once you get the acid burn thing, you start losing the poison, and again if you lose them all, then the aura will be on a timer and it will expire, and you'll have to build it up all over again. It can stack up to 4. So there is, like, if you go build up 4 of the auras and you go for SP3, then you're doing like 25,000 26,000 damage per tick, so like every half a second, so 50,000 damage every single second. So his damage potential is crazy. And that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Like this video, share with your alliance. Bye bye.